Okay, so the juicy bit. How much do they make? I remember there was a month where I probably made over £20,000 from affiliate linking. Hello there guys, my name is Patricia. Welcome to The Break. We are over here giving you the tools and resources to learn, grow, navigate life like a boss and make money moves in the process. I hope you are doing well. So I am an influencer. I'm in the category of influencer, and I tell you guys today, as well as your aunties, your uncles and your best friends, that it is a real life job and a real life career. And I have been in this industry for probably the last 9 or so years. I've shared how I've made over $1 million on YouTube, and I've shared that I've really been able to build a genuine business. And I have created a series where I am exploring the concept of influencer money. I want to give you that insider knowledge that I feel like isn't discussed that much. So I did a video, part 1, which is how much it costs to be an influencer. And one of the biggest comments that people wanted to know was how much money do influencers make? Yes, how much money do they make and how do they make it? So in today's episode of Influencer Money, we're gonna explore that. I'm gonna give you all the details about how much money can be made as an influencer and how that works. For anyone who's questioning whether or not being an influencer and content creation is an actual job, more for you. In a world where over 1 billion people use Instagram on an everyday basis, yeah, there's definitely money to be made. And actually there's some stats that show that the #1 career that children want to have is actually that of a YouTuber or an influencer. There is a huge industry that surrounds this career. Yes, it's a career, and yes, it's a business. And when I started out, I'll be completely honest with you, I had no clue. I stumbled on how to actually make money in this industry because there was no real benchmarks besides someone telling me, oh, I'll pay you some money. And I was like, you'd pay me to do this? Wow. And even with the uncertainty and COVID situation that has happened, social media advertising spend went up by over 50% in Q3 of 2020. Yeah, there are dollars that have converted from outside media and TV shows that have gone straight into the hands of influencers and social media in general. So how do influencers make money? Well, boy, that can vary tremendously based on what platform they are on, as well as how much engagement they have with their audience. But I think they can definitely be categorized in a number of different ways. So #1 is the selling of other people's products or services. And I do this a lot where I work with brands that I love, products that I already use, services that I already use, and I will get into a contractual negotiation with them and I will be paid to basically promote their product or their service. Now this could be in the form of a sponsored YouTube video, and it varies, but I can have an integrated YouTube video where I'll be paid for a 90-second mention, or it could be a video that is entirely sponsored by a brand. It could be an Instagram post, which I'm sure you guys see all the time, where someone is like holding a product like, hey, check out this tea. Those are other forms of selling someone else's product or sharing about someone else's service. So I've been really lucky to, for instance, do sponsored videos by Skillshare. You guys see me do those all the time. They are a great platform with a great service, and a lot of times brands just want to get in front of people's eyes to let people know about what they're able to do. My favorite kind of sponsorship is anytime an electronic brand comes towards me, I'm like, yes. As well as a food brand. I've worked with HelloFresh, who gave me free meals. I was like, this is great. Everybody needs HelloFresh. So it really does vary depending on what each influencer's niche is. But obviously I talk about fashion, I talk about beauty, I talk about food, I talk about motherhood, I talk about technology, I talk about so many things. So I'm able to have quite a lot of partnerships with a range of different brands, but I am very selective of who I partner with. It has to be good, or at least has to fill my belly. Another option is affiliate linking or affiliate marketing. So this still comes under the category of selling and marketing someone else's products or services, but rather than being paid a fee to do this, you receive a commission. And this is a more proactive approach, and this is something that anybody can start today. There are a number of different affiliate platforms that are out there. Amazon have its own affiliate network. There is also Reward Style, there is Shop Style, there's different ones for different websites, and some websites have their own affiliate programs as well. And this is where an influencer will generate a link And if they share that link and someone purchases from that link, they will receive a 2 to 10% commission on that. They are not normally asked by a brand to use an affiliate link or promote an affiliate product. That's not really the remit of that. I have used affiliate linking very, very successfully in the past. I remember there was a month where I probably made over £20,000 from affiliate linking. And this was a time where I was viral and there were some great products. I was like, girl, I love this, I love this, I love that, I love that. And I didn't realize how many people loved the things that I was talking about, purchasing from these links. I was like, oh, this is great. Because I didn't have to make the product, didn't have to negotiate a contract. I just got links to things that I really liked. And then I realized everybody else really liked that. And then I made a commission on top. So this is for the glamour, darling. This is for the glamorous. And it is to attend events. Yes. People are paid to attend events. Now, why would anyone pay someone to attend an event? Well, 1, my time is money. 2, there are a lot of events and a lot of products and a lot of launches all the time. And sometimes brands will pay to get the people that they want to be at the event that they want them to be at. And this is what higher end brands do. And it might be because, you know, they want to create an in-store event and they want people to know about the in-store event. It might be a pop-up that's only happening for a period of time. It might be an immersive experience that a brand wants to have and they really want people to come and see it. So sometimes they pay to guarantee that a person will come and also that their community will see what that brand is launches. You see, when you see all these models turn up at these cool events, a lot of them are paid. Yep. I know of models who get £50,000 to attend for 10 minutes. Okay, and then there is the AdSense and the advertising revenue, which Mother Google provides. You can receive advertising revenue if you have a blog or a website which has display advertising on it, but I will focus on video because that's what I do. But we receive CPMs, and this is an amount that we receive per 1,000 views. So every time I am viewed, every time I'm watched on YouTube, I receive some form of payment towards making content. Now, if you want me to do a video on how the whole YouTube advertising process works, I'm happy to do that. But as I'm set up on AdSense, as I am a paid partner, I can receive money by making great videos that people watch. And then you see the ads that appear in the front of the video, in the middle of the video. Maybe right now you might see an ad. But every time these turn up, I of course get money for this. The same way, you know, you watch TV and an ad comes up every half an hour, the TV stations make money. They make money. And the same way that we're over here producing everything ourselves, we then receive a commission. Now, guess what? Google take 40% of that. But we have a great opportunity to make money. For instance, my CPMs on this channel are around £20 per 1,000 views. And this amount can vary, number one, of course, of how big your audience are, how many views that you get, what type of content you make, and there's also seasonal impact. I find that November and December are great when it comes to advertising because they're spending loads of money before the end of the year. So make sure you watch all my ads, please. In general, AdSense has a great opportunity to really monetize if you can make great content and then set yourself up effectively. Shout outs. Yes, people get paid to do tweets or a mention or just gives a brand or a company a shout out. In some cases, that makes a brand go viral and share prices go absolutely through the roof. And in some cases, it really doesn't do anything. I see this quite commonly on Twitter, but it's kind of rare because a lot of people do have fake Twitter followings and fake engagements. And I think brands are aware of that. And one of the big things that I've seen coming up in the world of influencers and monetization is donations. There are platforms specifically made for this, such as Patreon, OnlyFans, and this is where people are asking people to give them money. If I make some content for you, send me a check. If you want exclusive access, give me some money. People nowadays are quite confident to ask people to just send me money, and it works. I think this is quite common with streamers where they ask their community, like, come on, pay up. Pay up, you're watching me stream, yeah, send some money over. And there's nothing wrong with this, especially if you have a dedicated audience who you care about and who you make great content for, or they really want what it is that you're producing and you're not able to monetize based on some of the other platforms that are out there, because of course there is regulation around what you can put out. And I think one that's really important to talk about is creating their own products and services. This is where they may sell a course or they might have a product like I do, the Mind and Money Planner. A lot of of creators and influencers have dreams, have desires, have things that they really know their community might want, or something that they know that they really want. And so they can make those things for their audience and sell to them directly. I think the pros around this is that you're not being asked by anybody else to do it. You don't have to sign all these contracts, and it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I also know influencers who get paid to consult and do speaking gigs. I did a lot of that. Consulting is a great option, particularly if you've got some experience or knowledge in something specific. It is a great way to monetize and also present yourself to newer audiences. Okay, so the juicy bit. How much do they make? I can hear you screaming. Come on. Now, there is no way to specifically know how much an influencer makes unless they are someone who actively shares their amount. I know there are famous examples of people such as Kim Kardashian who make $1 million per post. Not me, I don't get there. So there are some websites and tools that can, one, give you a better idea of what figures someone may be able to earn based on number of followers and some other factors. And there are also websites such as Social Blade, which can give you a rounded figure based on past performance. However, I always take the Social Blade number with a pinch of salt and take the higher end and then double it to get an idea of what an earnings may be from, say, YouTube alone. But that website isn't able to take into consideration all the other deals and all the other projects that an influencer may be working on. However, influencermarketinghub.com is a great platform to get an idea of some of the metrics and some of the income and the revenue that an influencer may be able to make. It takes into consideration the influencer's reach and engagement, the channels that they use, the type of post that they do, whether it's a video or pictures, etc. And it also takes into consideration agency fees. If you don't know, most influencers, most creators have managers or agents, as well as accountants and people's on retainers, and that really does eat into their revenue. So influencers can be categorized by size, and that also impacts their earnings. They can be a nano influencer, micro influencer, mid-tier influencer, macro influencer. This sounds so ridiculous, but it is a way that they do try to define who to work with and how much to pay them. And yes, numbers are important, but engagement, I think, is even more important. And also how much the influencer cares about the content that they create. They may have very few followers, but their engagement is super, super high. They don't make sponsored posts all the times. They're not just in it because they want to do another brand deal. And they have that level of love and trust with what they do versus like someone who's just like skinny mint tea. Look at this thing I bought. Look at this thing I've got. This is for free. This is for free. So yeah, there's definitely varying factors on what's important. So from this example that's on the screen, as you can see, that this individual is able to get $300 to $500 a post, whereas Kim Kardashian is around the $300,000 to $586,000 a post. And I would again say double that top end. I think this applies here as well. The website then continues to give some other estimations on what people are earning on different platforms. And I actually think that some of these are relatively good, particularly around the sponsored content. So on YouTube, nano influencers, $20 to $200 a video, micro influencers, $200 to $1,000 per video, macro influencers, $10,000 to $20,000 a video, and mega influencers, $20,000 plus per video. Now on Instagram, it determines that micro influencers can make $100 to $500 a post, mid-tier influencers $500 to $5,000 a post, macro influencers $5,000 to $10,000 a post, and mega influencers $10,000 plus per post. And I would say that is definitely true for myself. And you can also see that the same numbers apply to TikTok. Now, I will say that if an influencer is making $10,000 a post and they do probably at least 3 posts a week, they can make up to $30,000 a month. But you can really scale up your earnings by doing more sponsored posts. And I think the way to really scale up earnings is by providing products and services that your audiences absolutely want and love. So my take is that these figures are a rough estimate, but they're kind of good. And if you were like me, you'd probably get a pen and paper and a calculator and you'd be like, okay, 1 post per week times by 12 months is X amount per year. Should I leave my job? That was actually the course of action that I made when I decided to leave my job. I actually did a mathematical calculation and determined how much I could make over 5 years and compare that to my $50,000 a year salary. And I was like, I'm about to be an influencer. But I will say the world is rapidly changing, and I think that for anyone who wants to make some extra revenue, there's great opportunity here, but it doesn't happen straight away. You don't just make money like straight off the back, like one post. No. There's a lot of dedicated commitment and hard work before anything happens, and there's no guarantees that anything will happen. I will say that I was creating content for 3 years or 2.5 to 3 years before I made one dime. Like, it just wasn't really happening because I never actually knew that there was opportunity to make money. I never knew it was a business. So I didn't really think about monetization. I just thought about talking to my online friends. And I will also say that some influencers can make money very, very quickly. I actually saw a video of a YouTube creator who was really popular and was doing millions and millions of views on her videos. Bought like a mansion house, and then like years later, she was actually walking through her home being repossessed because her AdSense money dried up. Oh my God, I'm gonna go and invest right now. I need to go and invest. So I think that anybody who thinks about going down this route should really be wise. Just look at the process and always try and have a backup. In summary, being an influencer is a viable way to make some genuine money. Again, it is a business. It is a genuine business, and it has to be approached in that way, which is what I do now. This video was discussing influencer money, and I think you've got a great idea now of what is possible. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the industry? What do you think about some of those numbers? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Bye.